Today, I would like to share some of the budget reforms that I would like to propose as chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations, particularly for the upcoming 2026, the upcoming deliberations for the 2026 budget. We in the Committee on Appropriations fully support the push of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Speaker Martin Romualdez towards increased transparency and public participation in the budget process. Nadidinig po natin ang panawagan ng ating mga kababayan na mas maging bukas ang proseso at magkaroon ang ating mga kababayan ng mas malakas na boses sa pagbuo ng budget. Bilang chairperson ng Committee on Appropriations, magpapanukala po ako ng mga reforma kay Speaker Martin Romualdez at sa ating pong mga kasamahan sa Kongreso patungkol po sa proseso ng pagbuo ng budget. Layon po nating buksan ang tabing sa usaping budget. Papandudayan po natin sa ating mga kababayan na wala pong itinatago ang inyong Kongreso pagdating sa budget. Sa pamamagitan ng mga reformang ito, gusto po nating ipakita sa publiko na wala po sila dapat ipangamba pagdating sa proseso ng pagbuo ng inyong budget. Ang una pong reforma na ating nais ipanukala is that we will abolish the practice of forming a small committee to deliberate on institutional amendments. Para lang po sa konteksto, navigating proposed amendments in the budget process for the House is always very complicated. There are many departments, many agencies who advocate for changes to their budget, but at the same time, we have to navigate through 317 congressmen, each representing for their particular districts. So generally po, historically, the process of processing and deliberating on proposed amendments has always been very complicated on the part of the House. How do we address that? For this upcoming budget deliberations, I would like to propose the creation of a subcommittee on budget amendments review, which will be formed within the Committee on Appropriations. This subcommittee will be tasked with facilitating and deliberating on proposed amendments submitted by agencies and our colleagues in the House. This subcommittee will be formed at the beginning, manifested at the organizational meeting of the Committee on Appropriations. It will be comprised of the following: a senior vice chairperson or a vice chairperson of APRO to lead or to manage the committee all throughout, a member nominated by each political party and the party list coalition, members nominated by the minority. So this ensures proper representation for all members and also ensures exhaustive deliberations as all the viewpoints are heard. So yun po, makikita po natin na marami pong mga miyembro ng mayorya na nominado po ng kanya-kanyang mga partido. At meron din po na mga miyembro ng mga minority na nominated din po ng minority. So, yun po, hindi lang minority leader ang kabilang dito, kundi pwede silang mag-nominate ng ilang miyembro ng minorya. So, talaga pong makikita natin, magiging exhaustive, paminsan aabot siguro sa punto na magiging mainit yung talakayan at deliberasyon patungkol po sa mga amendments. Pero yun po yung gusto natin, magkaroon ng masusi na deliberasyon sa lahat ng aspeto ng budget. The subcommittee will run parallel to the budget deliberations of the Committee on Appropriations. They will continually receive proposed amendments and deliberate on these, meaning all throughout the months of late August, September, and October. So ito pong mga magde-deliberate ng amendments ay hindi na lang po katulad ng dating small committee kung saan ang mga miyembro po ay ine-elect pagkatapos po ma-approve ng budget sa ikalawang pagbasa. Ngayon po, iba na. Sa simula pa lang po ng budget process, pagkatanggap namin ng NEP, o di kaya pag nagsimula tayo sa Mother Committee hearings, pag nagsimula po yung DBCC at lahat po ng mga deliberasyon sa komite at all throughout po the process when we deliberate in the plenary, nandyan po, tumatakbo po yung subcommittee on budget amendments review. Kaya po tuloy-tuloy yan, yung mga deliberasyon. At yung mga deliberasyon po, ang importante dito, bukas sa publiko ang mga deliberasyon. Aayusin pa po namin yung guidelines. Siguro po every week or every 2 weeks, magkakaroon po ng deliberasyon itong subcommittee na ito. Pero magiging bukas po sa publiko lahat ng mga deliberasyon. Ibig sabihin, nakikita ng ating mga kababayan ano yung mga pinapanukala ng mga amendments, ano yung deliberasyon, at higit sa lahat, ano yung mga aaprubahan at ipapasok sa ating panukalang budget. Sa pamamagitan ng mga deliberasyon na magiging bukas sa publiko, makikita ang mga ipinapanukala, ang masusing deliberasyon at alam ng publiko kung alin sa mga panukala ang tatanggapin at ipapasok sa ating budget. Yun po yung ating unang malaking reforma na nais po nating ipanukala. Yun po ay yung pag-abolish nitong tinatawag na small committee, at ngayon po magkakaroon na po tayo ng tuloy-tuloy at bukas sa publiko na subcommittee on budget amendments review. Yung ating pong ikalawang panukala ay ang pagbubukas ng bicameral conference committee proceedings sa publiko. Ito po ay, this is in conjunction with the pronouncements of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Speaker Martin Romualdez in their call to open the BICAM hearings to the public. The BICAM shouldn't be the curtain call of transparency. Rather, it should be its final act. So, through opening the BICAM, the public will see how the final budget figures are decided on. Not just decided on, but heavily deliberated. Our third reform po is enabling civil society organizations to serve as budget watchdogs. Ang budget ay pera ng mga Pilipino. Karapatan ng ating mga kababayan na magkaroon ng boses sa kung papaano inilalaan ang bawat piso at malaman kung saan po ito napupunta. How do we operationalize this? We will allot several days for a people's budget review before the start or during the committee deliberations of the Committee on Appropriations. Here, during the people's budget review, people's organizations can ask questions about the NEP, and not just ask questions, but actually suggest and tell us what their thoughts are with regards to the NEP. So bukas po ito sa publiko. At ito po ay, dito po kaya nandito po ang ating kasama, ang chairperson po ng Committee on Higher and Technical Education, Congressman Jude Asidre. Dahil ito po ay naayon doon po sa House Resolution number 94 na kanilang inihain, wherein it is a resolution institutionalizing the active participation of bona fide people's organizations as official non-voting observers in the public hearings of the Committee on Appropriations on the Budget. So ito po talaga yung gusto nating gawin itong people's budget, kung saan malakas po ang boses ng bawat Pilipino sa pagbuo ng budget. Ito po yung tatlong pinakamalalaking reforma na ating pong ipapanukala sa ating mahal na speaker at sa ating pong mga kasamahan sa Kongreso bilang chairperson ng Committee on Appropriations. Ang mga panukalang ito po ay hindi lang po ito patungkol sa optics. This isn't about optics. It's about outcomes. These changes aren't just procedural. They are political, moral, and constitutional commitments to restore the Filipino people's faith in how public funds are handled. Wala na pong tagong komite. Lahat ng deliberasyon ay isa sa publiko na po natin. Tatanggalin na natin lahat ng kortina para maalis na ang mga pangamba ng ating mga kababayan. From now on, the people will witness the process in real time because this is their budget. Sisiguraduhin po natin na walang may iwang bato na hindi binabaliktad sa pagsusuri ng ating panukalang budget. We will leave no stone unturned. Sisiguraduhin po natin na ang budget ay tumutugon sa totoong pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan. We are bringing the people back to the center of the budget process where they rightfully belong. We will make sure that the budget will secure our country's economic future for generations to come. Maraming salamat po.